He hangs from a loft infested by moth, and his face has no forehead or chin. But he carries this off, the lovable sloth, for his rest is a hug and a grin.
A yeti ate a lemon, a yeti ate a plum, a yeti bet a penny that then he'd eat my mum. I didn't mind the lemon, I didn't mind the plum, but I did get annoyed when the yeti ate my mum.
All of a sea lion talks of the ocean, the sea in its name, the sea in its motion. And even on shore it heaves from the foam, salt-crusted, grey, with the swells of its home. And you see in its eyes not one liquid wish to balance a ball or clap flippers for fish.
It might seem obvious to you humans, but it puzzles me every day. If you want the stick so badly, why do you throw it away?
Pelican, pelican, why so big a beak? Is that where the words live that you would like to speak? Long words, special words, words you keep for best, words you've loved forever since your egg days in the nest. Pelican, pelican, I have words like that, safe inside my word cage underneath my hat. Dodecahedron, sycamore, rose, paprika, chameleon, words such as those. Pelican, pelican, open up your beak, share your thesaurus, I long to hear you speak. Ungainly and cumbersome, you're not a pretty bird, but pelican, your name is my favourite feathered word.
I take my joy on a vertical ascent until I touch the sky and spill my song.
Tiger, tiger, turning white, in a cage just twice your height. 6 paces left, 6 paces right. A long, slow day, a longer night. Tiger, tiger, dreaming still of the scent, the chase, the kill, and now, no need, no place, no scope. No space, no point, no hope. Tiger, tiger, paces, paces. Once he flashed through open spaces. His world once echoed to his roars. Now he's quiet. He stares. He snores. An inch of sky glimpsed through the bars. A puddle, concrete, smells of cars. He sniffs the air, he slumps, he sighs, and stares through jaundiced eyes.
He pinches through trees with great expertise. Changing colours, he'll stalk habitat. He'll spot you with ease, though you hide in the leaves, for his eyes swivel this way and that. If he sees you, his long tongue will seize you. As quick as a spring, you will splat. Then he'll gulp, chew, and squeeze too, as by degrees you are swallowed. And then that is that.
Imagine you're big, not rhinoceros big, or elephant big, or dinosaur big. I mean big, big. Big enough for you to need words like gargantuan, gigantic, and immense to even begin to describe yourself. So big that when you sing, your song echoes between continents. Being that big, you'd think that all before you would quake and quail, but you'd be wrong. Ask the whale.
A pygmy shrew is minuscule and very hard to seek, for it's true the pygmy shrew's just whiskers, nose and squeak.
The white swirling air spins a leopard who walks quietly the lines on the face of the mountain. A snow coat with shadow roses flows sheer as water finds its way, soft as snow falling on snow, becoming snow again.
I have a box in which I keep a shoulder I may cry on. I lift the lid, and there inside's a large and lovely lion. My lion is wild, with glorious mane, a pounce in every paw. I have to keep him in a box, for fear that he may roar. The box is small. You'd hardly think the king of beasts would fit. I only keep my lion there by training him to sit. From time to time, I lift the lid to hear my lion purr, and gently run my fingers through his soft and friendly fur. I have a box in which I keep a secret to rely on, so carefully close the lid upon my large and lovely lion.
I have taken your horn, the pride of your nose, that sharpens and curves as it slowly grows, that guides your calf and digs the earth to find the water to slake your thirst, that gives you identity, armoured and bold. I have taken your horn, for when it is sold, powdered and packaged, it is worth more than gold.
Not even one for each brass penny that would make up 40 quid are tiger numbers in the wild. There are more babies born in each 5 minutes than tiger numbers in the wild. And yet they're a part of all of us, from cartoon cuddly to killing machines, being the friend or the feared in stories, or prowling through our dreams. But they're hunting in shrinking jungles, and their claws can't match money or greed, and soon they'll only be padding through pages or pacing their cages in zoos. Like wavy bands of light and shadow, the camouflage of tiger stripes makes prey think they are not there. and at the speed they're disappearing, they probably aren't.
I love stick insects. I've got 5. I've never seen them move. I hope they're still alive.
The ambition of all frog spawn in any pond or bog is to change from tiny tadpole into a fine, fat frog. But to be a giant tadpole is quite unorthodox, and to grow into a smaller frog, well, that's a paradox.
Beneath his brown and matted hair are eyes that stare with no desire to see. He dances round and round the dusty square, the blurring faces merge into a sea. Stretched high on tired legs, his dance is skilled. His training has equipped him to delight. He acts the entertainer as he's billed. He sways his head as taught, from left to right. The leather muzzle on his tender head hides well the scars that mark his haggard face. A ring has made his nostrils raw and red, and yet he dresses misery with grace. I feel the hopeless anguish of his trance. There is no beauty in this painful dance.
They move smooth curves like waves of sound, singing through the tide. Their whistle words pull like the moon to those they swim beside. To leap and plunge the sky of waves above their dark domain. They keep in touch, remembering a tune of dolphin names.
King Cobra in your black and gold, but is your heart so stony cold? Or do you cry what evil score dubbed you uncaring carnivore? As you kiss your victim's neck, do tears fall in sad regret that your only form of greeting is taste to see if it's worth eating? As you dance, you spread your hood. Do you feel misunderstood as victim, frozen stiff with fear, feels death's the one caress you share? Slipping softly into sleep, do you ponder those you eat? What venom is it that you own, living hated and alone?
A pelican scoops up, then consumes its seafood soup with its own spoon. The spoon unfolds into a dish, and soon as it is full of fish, which writhe and wallow round inside, the pelican swallows, goggle-eyed. What efficient use of space to keep a kitchen in its face.
Up a column on an admiral's hat, on the ledges of banks, bakers and boarding houses, by riverside, rail or roadways, strutting in leafy parks, by ponds, or even in adventure playgrounds in the risky parts of town, pigeons are like CCTV, grey, anonymous everywhere. As overlooked as shadows, they track our outside joys and misdemeanours, stolen kisses, stolen handbags, plotting, prying, plying, scrap or scam. And they're not daft. They'll always dodge the cars. They'll have no illusions about us. They'll have such stories to tell. But so far, all they say is, coo.
A glint of green, a wink of wing, whirlwinding air while travelling. Knows the breeze and knows the skies, but no one knows how dragon flies.